Winston Drive. Winston Village over here on the right. Winston Oaks, these little apartments. That must be Porter Lane, yes. And then this is Winston Drive. Or Walker Drive, I'm sorry. This is where we used to live. One of Andy's friends lived there. We used to play on these streets. This is Fuller. That's where the Moraleses lived. And Ricky lived next door. And here's our old crib, 217.
Aww.
Right there. There it is. Look at that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was 4 bedrooms. That was my bedroom right there, that front window.
Yeah.
That's
That is
it.
so cool.
Yeah, we used to ding-dong ditch all over the place here. It's hard to believe. It looks so small. But when we were kids, it was everything.
Well,
It
the
was
trees
everything.
were non-existent, first of all.
They weren't this big, that's for sure. This is Mrs. Stoner's house. And she has that fence there, and there's a hill behind that we used to sled down.
Oh, cool.
And she used to take dog shit and throw it over the fence where we used to sled.
Nice.
Because she was a nasty old lady. But this is where the Babes lived.
This
Ken
is
and Holly
so
Babe. And
cool.
yeah. The Passarellas lived in one of these two. We used to play football in this little field right here. Because it would get really muddy and we could just like slide in the mud like the pros.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we ran this, all these little alleyways and stuff.
Yeah.
We would play these games in here. Yeah. This is the Murray's house. Paul and Dave Murray lived there.
Yeah.
They were our really good friends. I still talk to Paul occasionally. His mom, I think he told me his mom still lives there. Yeah, and then over here, this is our bus stop, is right here where the sign is. And this lady here, I can't remember her name, but she used to open a garage door for us when it was raining and let us stand in her garage door. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And this is Porter. We used to have like bicycle races around Porter and Walker Drive.
That is so cool.
This is the most amazing thing to me right here. This parking lot. All right. We used to play baseball games in here. We would do 9 innings, a full baseball game right here in this parking lot.
This little parking lot.
This little parking lot. And it seemed like, to us, it seemed like it was huge.
Right.
Yep. And you can see the second backyard. That's our backyard over there.
Right over there.
Yeah, I think it's where that little, there's like a canopy or something.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, that was our backyard. So the kitchen window was right there, so my mom could look right out back and see us out here playing ball.
That is so cool.
And we would run all up and down through these things playing this game, Jailbreak, that we made up.
Jailbreak.
Yeah. I don't even remember how we played it. Yeah, that was end condo over there across the street.
Yeah.
That was my buddy Jeff's.
Aww.
Jeff Neitz lived there with his sister Luann.
Very cool.
Yeah, but this little thing here was a...
And was that the average size of... Remember your mom said there was hardly any yard? Is
Yeah.
that about how big they were?
Yeah, they were tiny. They're
Yeah.
like the size of our kitchen.
Yeah.
If you lived on the end, you got a little bit more room, but... Yeah, so we would... That was home plate back there,
Yeah.
and you'd have one guy standing over here and a pitcher, and you'd have ghost men.
Yeah.
And then if you hit it anywhere to the right of this curb, you
Yeah.
were out. If you hit it onto this sidewalk or beyond it, that was a home run.
You want to go back that way, and then you can drive by your house where you can see it. It'll be on your side.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can see it fuller.
Yeah. There was a guy named Ricky Edgar and another kid named Gary something who hated each other, and they get off the school bus at least twice a week and get into a fist fight out here. I don't think anybody ever really got hurt, but... And Ricky always won. Ricky was a goofball who wanted to be left alone, and Gary was kind of thought of himself as a bully. And Ricky just, every time Gary started something, Ricky just punch him in the mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So every house has 2 garages?
No, just one garage.
One
So this
garage.
condo has that one. The next condo has that
I mean,
one.
but a double garage. Well,
No, each condo has one. So that was our garage, which is 217.
yeah.
That door
And then,
right there,
oh, and then
that
the
was our garage.
219 has the other side.
That was theirs. That was the Matman's house.
Oh.
And to get into our Ding Dong Ditch Club, you had to ding dong ditch the Matmans.
Ooh.
And they were really tough because they had, you see how there's windows
Yes.
down the sides
Yes.
right there? So the Matmans was always covered up with one of those mirror things.
Yep.
So you didn't know if she was standing there
No.
looking for you.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Very
this
cool.
little park area to your right,
Yeah.
that's where the flagpole was.
Oh.
It was right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is Fuller. We used to ride our big wheels down here, and roller skates and skateboards and shit.
Well, yeah.
Yep. There was a young couple lived here. Their names were Bob and Sue, and I knew that because Bob and Sue each had vanity plates that said Bob and Sue. Yeah, like this end unit here has 2-car garage.
Yeah. Okay. So I did notice.
Yeah.
All right. Some of them do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then we would come down here to go to school. We would walk down here. And we were the first kids to go to this new school down here. It's called Woodview, I believe. Yeah. We had friends that lived up in these streets and stuff right here. Monroe, that's where David White lived.
Winston Woods.
Pamela, yeah,
Bolingbrook
that was all friends.
District.
Yeah, and this was the school.
Aw. Do you want me to hold it up as I can? Oh, yeah.
Sure, let me do this. Yeah, this is Woodview Elementary.
Oh, look at the picture. Oh, never mind.
No, I want to come around again.
Aw.
Yeah, the playground was there. It wasn't quite that nice, but it was there. Yeah. This flagpole, funny story about the flagpole.
I think I got it. Hold on. Wait a second. There we go. Yeah.
That flagpole, one time we were off track, and it was after school hours, and we came over here and we tied my brother's belt to the flagpole and down the line that goes down for the flag, and just kind of shoved him, and so he was like flying around the thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you wonder why.
And the janitor
brother
came
turned
out.
out that way.
The janitor came out, and right when the janitor came out to yell at us, his belt broke, and we all took off.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a place down here. This was wooded, and there was like this dirt, kind of a ravine kind of thing here.
Yeah.
And we used to ride our bicycles up and down through that, and we called it the Dirt Hills. Ugh. Yeah.
Very
And this is what Winston Woods. So the whole Winston thing, that was Winston Oaks, Winston Village, and Winston Woods.
Yeah.
And Winston Woods was where all the rich people lived because they had separate houses. Well, they weren't.
Separate
Yeah, I don't know if they were
houses.
really rich.
And yours was called which one?
Winston Village.
Winston Village.
Yeah. So we'd ride our bicycles down here. This is Charleston or Charlton Street, I think. Yeah, Charlestown Drive. This was considered a huge hill. And we would ride our bikes up and down here. Just see how fast we could go.
Yep.
And then we'd do this thing where you have to ride down, whoever could go down from the top of the hill to the bottom, and we would see how fast you could go and how many mailboxes you could open the doors on as you were going down the hill. So if you did it in 30 seconds but only got 2 mailboxes, it didn't count as much as somebody who did it, and then more time but got more mailboxes.
Right.
We had a point system set up. It was freaking hilarious. Yeah, remember, we're all 10, 11, 12-year-old kids.
Right.
And
Well, right.
that was it, though. All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
Time to go get a Portillo's hot dog.